As we wait to find out who will be the next president in the White House, we want to check in with political analyst Dr. Stephen Goggin again. Stephen, good morning.
Good morning.
So we just heard Jared say that now Joe Biden has taken the lead in Pennsylvania. It's not done yet, but at this point, how inevitable might it be that Joe Biden is our next president?
It seems pretty clear that the call is going to come in the next several hours, right? Given kind of his growing lead, right? He just took the lead in Pennsylvania, and it's likely, given where the ballots are or where the remaining votes are still out, that he builds on that lead. Georgia is going to be quite a bit more close, as well as Arizona, but it's also looking like a pretty clear lead in Nevada. And Biden only needs to win Pennsylvania or some combination of the other states, whereas President Trump kind of needs to run the table in these states in order to win re-election. And so it seems pretty likely that we'll have a pretty definitive answer. Many media outlets will likely call the race within the next several hours.
As we all know, tensions have been very high on both sides of this equation. How do we convince people about how our system works so that they're not seeing it as such an extreme win or loss, whichever way it goes?
Absolutely. So it's a great question, and something that, many people in the media focused on yesterday, given the president's remarks and other things, and a number of other kind of inflammatory language used by those kind of on the losing side of a number of the elections right around the country. Bringing people together is not easy, but often, right, a lot of this is elite led, is that people listen to their elected leaders, whether Republican or Democrat. And I think we've seen kind of a number of Republicans already speaking out about kind of the need to wait and kind of count the votes and other things as a necessary step, because, given the kind of the slow counting process, it can be frustrating for people, but that's how democracy works.
The president has said pretty early on that he would like to take this to the Supreme Court, the now conservative-leaning Supreme Court. What do you think the odds are of that?
I think they're pretty slim, right? There have been another court challenges filed in both state and federal court. Some of them, right, have been successful for the Trump campaign and kind of granting a little bit more access. But all these challenges are relatively small ball compared to the big picture of kind of who might win this election. And at best, some of the challenges might disqualify, a few dozen or a few hundred ballots here or there, depending on the merit, whether these challenges are successful, which may seem a little bit unlikely. But given kind of it's not just a narrow lead in one state that could come down to a number of challenges about something being done incorrectly in that state, right? It's across many. And so the challenges would have to be pretty wide and pretty clear and have some merit behind them, which it's not super clear that the current kind of suggestions by the Trump campaign and Republicans have.
Political analyst Dr. Stephen Goggin, thank you once again for your insights.
Thanks so much.